You're listening to the LouddMouth Radio Network.
Portals Entertainment Center is a new 13,000 square foot entertainment experience now open in Temecula. Portals creates a space where your imagination can be set free. Step into an immersive entertainment center that will take visitors into one of our many attractions, which include 2 9-hole indoor mini golf courses, an immersive laser tag arena, a designated arcade space, a food service component, party and event spaces, and a hidden 21 and over lounge. Portals aims to give each visitor a unique experience, taking them to unknown worlds and experiencing an entertainment center like no other. Open 7 days a week, located at 26469 Inez Road in Temecula, California, in between At Home and Temecula Theaters. Come check us out and step into adventure.
Welcome to LouddMouth Radio Network. My name is Sunny. As a former professional athlete turned entrepreneur realtor and the producer of LouddMouth Radio Network, I look forward to bringing content to you that empowers, inspires, and entertains you. Tune in each week as we have unscripted and unfiltered talks from entrepreneurship, real estate, politics, entertainment, comedy, LGBTQ topics, day-to-day life, and everything in between. All shows available on demand 24/7 on your favorite podcast platforms.
Here at IQ Facility Management Services, we provide commercial and residential cleaning service. We service single-family homes, multi-family homes, schools, office buildings, churches, interior and exterior areas. We give attention to detail in window cleaning, carpet, tile, flooring, or VCT flooring. We proudly service the Southern California greater area of LA and Orange County, Inland Empire, and Northern California. Contact us at 562-334-2448 for your cleaning service needs.
Sunny's LouddMouth Comedy presents A Night of Love, Friendship, and Laughter, Friday, February 14, 2025. Guys, we are coming back with a fantastic show. Mr. Handsome featured comedian Mr. Drew Edwards, as well as the IE's queen, Nikki Simone. You know this is going to be hosted by no other than Kevin Davis, the Marina Comedy. And yours truly, produced by Sunny, the LouddMouth of Comedy. This is going to be a fantastic date night. Whether you're coming as a single, friends, or coupled up, you will not be disappointed. Get your tickets, louddmouthcomedy.com, LOUDDMOUTH comedy.com. Tickets in advance, $25, $35 at the door. And we do have reserved seating, which I highly suggest. So don't play around, man. Get with your friends, get with your folks, get your tickets. Don't play. I look forward to seeing you guys. And it's going to be going down at Shooter's Bar and Grill, Temecula, 28950 Old Town Front Street. Get your tickets, y'all. See y'all then. I love comedy. Word. We high and mighty, baby. I'm running a marathon tonight, baby. This is what's up. Hey, we are live. And welcome to LouddMouth Radio Network. Mr. Deshaun Phillips is my distinguished guest for this evening of Biz in the Valley. This is a wonderful opportunity to learn about a small business that is doing this thing in Southern California, and a very unique thing that many people may not know of and need to know of, because we are in one of the biggest states of solar panel installation, and we're in a sunny state, so naturally energy efficiency is extremely important. If you're living out in, unless you're living in a bird's nest, you probably know what it feels like to have extreme high energy bills. And so solar panels have become a huge commodity in the marketplace over the last 10 years, and the government has made it such a pivotal thing for efficiency. So, but you're going to learn some new things tonight that I'm pretty sure you had no clue of, and nobody's better than giving you this information than somebody who's walking this walk, doing it every day, has made a business out of it, and is doing extremely well in this business because he is always constantly learning new and innovative things to make sure that he stays on point in providing his services. And you can't be labeled an expert if you don't know what you're doing. So I want to, present to some, introduce to others, Mr. Deshaun Phillips. Welcome to LouddMouth Radio.
Thank you, Sonny. I'm happy to be here tonight.
Man, finally, right, bro? It was funny. We connected. I was just looking at some stuff as we was preparing for the show. And I'm like, man, Deshaun been rocking with us, man. It's just like I think September, October, something like that. And of
Right.
last year.
Mhm.
And you have been a huge commodity in regards to the Loudmouth Network and putting your business out there, supporting Loudmouth comedy. We've been supporting and presenting your information, especially in an area like Temecula, where there's a lot of homes. And so I think it's good that they're going to get a voice behind the image, behind the logo, and as well as these different things I was describing. And I know you're going to talk about some things. So I want to give you the floor.
Okay, awesome.
If you would, Deshaun, tell us where you're from. And I want to go right into how you got into this business. So, and make sure I gave the full name of your business as well, too.
Sure. So once again, I'm Deshaun Phillips. Everybody knows me as PJ. The name of my business is PJ Solar Cleaning and Bird Proofing. I'm originally from the Bay Area, but I live here in the high desert. I've been living here since I'm 13, so you can say I'm pretty much a high desert kid. I got
Right.
into this business because I've owned my home. I've owned my home for about 16 years now, and I've had solar panels for about 12, almost 13 years. So solar really saved my butt, just like everybody else, because why? Why do people get solar? Because they got high electric bills. So that's why
Yes.
9 out of 10 people get it, especially here in California. There's so many homes. I call it the solar mecca because there's no other state that has so many solar on top of their home. So I got solar, saved me money. It was life changing. All the money I saved with having it solar. So I was so happy. 5 years down the line, I end up getting a bill from Edison, and I'm like, wait, I got solar panels. I shouldn't be getting a bill. That's the thing. They didn't tell you that you have to clean them. So,
Ooh,
manufacturer's warranty, the people who actually make them, I want everybody to know this right now. Your solar company that you buy them from, they don't make them. They're not the manufacturer that makes them, and they don't even install them. They have people that install them. So all they are,
like yourself, like yourself.
yes, yes.
Right.
Then we also now have people that clean them, like myself, clean them and do the bird proofing as well. So I got it. Like I said, I got into this because after 5 years of having my panels, I got a bill from Edison, and it was like $1,000. So it's called a statement bill or a true up bill, one of the two, depending on what your utility company you have. It's a once a year bill you get from having solar. So you still do have a bill with having solar if you don't clean them. So that's what's going to happen, and that's what happened to me. And 3 months after getting that $1,000 bill, because I called Edison, I called my solar company, and they both told me the same thing. Have you ever cleaned them? So,
Wow. The utility company pipped you out. They put you
so
on blast.
when you call Edison, when you get that bill, because everybody's getting that bill because they've had solar for a long time and they never clean them. They think crazy stuff like the rain does it. So they're all getting that bill, that statement or true up bill.
Mhm.
Soon as you call Edison and you're able to talk to somebody, they're gonna tell you this is from not cleaning it. Have you cleaned your solar panels?
Wow.
Yeah.
And I can only imagine. I'm excited that we're having this conversation because yeah, I know what it is not to have had that protection on a property that I was recently tied into, and the electric bill went crazy, and the owners of that property was not utilizing solar. And this day and age, it's going against the entire grain. It's not sensible. And honestly, it's selfish because you're putting such a weight on others, especially if you're a landlord or you're an investor. You have these properties and you're in Southern California, man. Do people a favor and do what's sensible. You know what I'm saying? There's already so many things that can create hardship, and to have solar, to have something that is a solution like solar, just makes sense. And then additionally, Deshaun, what you're talking about is so incredible because most people first of all, homeowners are not just gonna climb on their roof. They're just not gonna do it.
I wouldn't suggest it.
Right. Secondly, they wouldn't even know what they were looking at half the time in regards to the process of trying to begin to do something to that degree. Most people would be too scared to go up there to even try it, to even check them. So you mentioned bird proofing. Can you elaborate more on that?
Yeah. So that's one of the three pillars of solar maintenance. Solar cleaning, bird proofing is basically the pigeons, and it's
Mhm.
primarily pigeons, but depending on where you locate it, it can be other things, but it's primarily pigeons like to get underneath the solar panels and they make nests and have babies, and that's
Wow.
all bad.
Yeah, very.
Yeah. So when
Squirrels
they do
too.
that,
Squirrels.
squirrels, I've even seen roof rats, possums, cats, but primarily it's pigeons.
Oh,
Primarily it's pigeons, and pigeon crap is very hazardous to humans and animals. I've
oh,
already had a few clients who had little dogs that ate the bird crap that fell down, and they got unalived. Um,
wow.
Clients got sick from breathing in that stuff because they go out there and sweep it up every day. You know, it
Mhm.
falls off the roof, they sweep it up. They're just trying to clean up their yard, but they're not knowing when they sweep it up, they can get bird lung, hyptosplasmosis. There's a lot of different diseases that you can get just from dealing with that bird crap.
Wow. So I'm sure that you and your crew make sure you take some type of protection.
Yeah, so that's the first thing we do is put down cleaner so we don't get sick. That's the first thing we do, and I don't dilute it. Straight concentrate.
Right. Wow. And so you mentioned quite a few elements that can be acquired in regards to that. And so how long have you been doing PJ Solar? How long have you been in business?
Almost 8 years. In May, it will be 8 years.
Word. So what areas, because I know Southern Cal is what I mentioned on here as far as where you're located, but you're servicing California. I think you have Arizona, Nevada. You've had other clients
Yeah,
in the
I've
state.
even went to Utah about 3 or 4 times last year. So, I go even to Central California. I go pretty much where the customers need me.
Right,
That's
right.
one of our slogans in our business is we go everywhere. We do.
Word. So the bird proofing, is that something that, like, what would you, 'cause I think in those terms that people can understand, do you suggest a maintenance schedule of some sort?
So the bird proofing essentially, that's a one and done kind of thing. The
Oh,
only thing that you have to do continuously is actually clean the top of the panels, the glass. That's
right.
something you should be doing once or twice a year, depending on where you're living. But
Okay.
the bird proofing is basically we put the wire mesh around the perimeter, and it's going to keep the pigeons from getting back underneath. So once we do that, that's a one and done kind of thing.
Oh,
Um,
good.
like I said, but when we do that, we give you a warranty, and we do require for you to have at least a once a year cleaning by us because
Hmm.
we're going to do the inspection of the mesh to make
Hmm.
sure everything's intact. If something's missing or messed up or something like that, we'll fix it for free because that's where we give you the warranty, and then we'll clean them because you have to clean them. You have to.
Nice. So there was something else that I know recently that you started adding on as a service. Can you elaborate on what the other elements that you've of kind of discovered in this process?
Yeah, sure. This goes back to earlier about the three pillars. So you got the solar panel cleaning, you got the bird proofing. Those should be sold with it. Now, this third one is something new. N- Maybe one other person in the whole nation is doing it. So I'm really honored to be offering this and
That number now.
yes, adding this to my repertoire.
Yeah.
Um, it's called golf netting is what it's called. So basically, it's nets that go on top of the solar panels about 16 inches, so that way you still got room to be able to clean them. But it's a net that stop the golf balls from hitting and destroying the solar panel. It's a big thing,
Wow.
especially like homes that all on the golf course.
Hmm.
We have a lot of homes that's near the golf course that have solar, and you'll see them. All the solar panels are cracked. It's crazy.
So what happens when a solar panel gets cracked?
Well, damage. The first is obvious is that the glass damage. If it's shattered hard enough, it would just completely mess up the panel. The water element too, because it's breaking
Oh, it makes
glass,
it vulnerable.
so
Yeah.
not getting underneath. I would just say the panel being messed up. You know what I mean? And then you don't want it if it's a string system, like if it's an old system, then they're
Mhm.
all tied together. So if one's messed up, it'll mess up the whole system. Some of the
Right.
newer systems, you don't have to worry about that if if you got your panels recently. But
Okay.
yeah, you just don't want cracked panels because it's such a headache to get them replaced. It's not an easy process.
Exactly. Now, do you also so solar panels are like fiber, like some type of fiberglass.
So they're aluminum frame. Then they have the solar cells underneath. That's what actually makes the power when the sunlight hits it. And then they have the glass, and then they have the protective coating on top. So it's just basically a laminated glass frame with the solar cells that's actually squeezed between the glasses. I mean the glass. That's what actually makes the power. So when the sunlight hits the solar cells, activates it, it produces power
Nice.
essentially.
So with all of those complication and layers of things, it's very essential to protect it. So I think that this golf netting is huge because I was thinking about the country clubs, but of course, the homes that are surrounding, and there are tons of golf courses, especially out west, California, Arizona. We have a lot of them.
Yes.
So, homeowners, I think it's essential to protect that investment, man. It's such a big investment. And on average, how much does it cost for solar panels on average?
The smallest system could cost you about 12,000, but you're not paying for out of pocket. That's what I want people to know.
Okay.
You're not just like,
Elaborate on that, if you would, Deshaun.
well, just like any other big purchase when you purchase a car, your home and stuff.
Mhm.
Um, Solar is no money out of pocket. You just finance it.
Okay.
Most people don't have 12,000, 20,000, 30,000 cash just to pay off a system.
Right.
So it
And
gets
then
fun.
and typically it's transferable if you sell the house too.
So I'm happy that you brought that up. We don't do leasing or PPA. PPA is purchasing power agreement. It's another form of a lease or whatever.
Mhm.
That's why a lot of people didn't like solar, selling solar for a long time because people have leases or PPAs. When you buy solar through me or one of my companies that I refer, not only do you get free solar panel cleaning and free bird proofing, um, you get the total care well, that's my total care package, but um you going with the company that is trusted and that I give you the stamp on, because there's a lot of people going out of business and left and right, and there's not a it's really making solar look bad.
Gotcha. So it's a lot to it's a lot to process because it's funny because it's like another big investment. You make a big investment in a home purchase, you should be able to protect it. A purchase like that you want to feel solid about and not feel like you'll be in jeopardy of, not being able to get warranty or support. And so typically, how long does it take to install panels?
From start to finish, if everything goes smooth with permitting and inspection and everything, and everything is all in line, about 3 months. About 3 months.
So it's a duration of time.
I mean, I've had some a little bit sooner, but it's a lot of people have their hands in it. The city, the inspectors, the actual install company, the inspection coming out. It's like I said, it's something big, you know. But like I said, it changed my life. Having solar is one of the best investments you can make for your home. Um,
Thank
I
you.
I'm thoroughly pleased with it.
Okay, okay. I think the biggest thing that most people do not realize is that when you're buying or a personal home or an investment property, you want to be able to um, know that you're going to have a sense of protection in regards to it. And for those who may be on the line or thinking about whether or not you should do it, is the government still giving any type of incentives? Isn't there something?
Absolutely,
Can you
absolutely.
elaborate on that too for me?
Government, long as our dear president don't take it away, it was 30% tax credit. Huge, huge. That's pretty much 30% off. But I do have to tell you, I'm not a tax professional, so I don't. It really depends on how many deductions or whatever you have, however you file your taxes. But the government does give you 30% tax credit towards your system.
Good.
It's
Nice.
simple. So,
So, yeah, so for most people that don't know, what is the best way for them to start the process with you?
well, they can easily reach out to me by calling me at area code 760-590-8516. They can go to my website and put out an information form. That's pjsolar.co, just not .com, just .co, pjsolar.co. They can hit my Instagram, same handle, pjsolarco, Twitter, not Twitter, TikTok,
Mhm.
YouTube, fan base, blue sky. Send me a smoke signal. Shoot,
Right. Say we're here.
send me a smoke signal. I'll find you.
Yes, yes, we're here. I think the biggest thing is that what I love about it, I'm assuming because I call you Deshaun, but PJ, you've been able to give um information and education in the process. You don't just come and just sell them on something. You give them understanding of what they're doing, what they're getting, what they can expect, how you're going to give them the service that you're giving them, how you protect and warranty it. Anything you suggest, even if they don't do it right then, you give them this itemized ability to understand what they could or couldn't do. Maybe what they want to have in consideration. And I know prior to us going on, you were talking about, being able to to furthermore enhance the position from your perspective of just trying to make sure your clients have whatever they need in order to be able to be successful in dealing with their solar panels. So I think one of the biggest things is that that is cool that I want to ask you to kind of give essence to. If people did not go through you for solar panel installation, naturally they already have them. That does not take away the factor of you doing the bird proofing. And can you do, and I want you to share something, 'cause I know I asked you about this. Some people may have had people come to them about this service. And can you elaborate about the thing that could void their warranties or something like that if they're not getting proper installation?
I'm happy you brought that up. So there's so many people out there offering bird proofing, but you definitely want to do your research. Make sure that they're licensed, they're insured. You want to know what material they're using. None of that stuff off of Amazon, because not using the right material will void your warranty. So I have 1,300 videos on my Instagram that you guys can check out. I show um, the material that you're not supposed to use. I give you a lot of examples and a lot of pro tips. So drilling into solar panels is one. Like I said, not using the right material is another thing that will avoid the warranty. There's a lot of those are the two main things. There's
Right.
some other stuff that, just like the golf netting, they're using the brackets to secure the netting. They're drilling into it. That just voids the warranty. You just can't do that. So
Oh,
the
Lord.
those, yeah, they're actually drilling into them. So drilling into them is probably one of the main ones. Yeah, and not using the right material, because they're not using the right material, using that cheap stuff off of
You
Amazon.
know,
It
you
will
know
run.
what's scary, PJ, is that the people that are installing it don't know better. So
Well,
this is why it's so important you get
they're
people who
just
are very
like I said earlier. They're just a
significantly,
middle. They're
huh?
just a middleman. Like I said earlier, they're just a middleman. They
Right,
don't they don't make them, and they don't install them on your roof. They just sell them to you. That's what the solar company does. They sell them to you. That's all they do.
right,
You would think they would know about the product they're selling to you, right? You
right.
think they would tell you, hey, they got to be cleaned. Manufacturer's warranty says, hey, you got to clean them.
That's those moments where people just have to get the bottom line, and then they be like, "All right, we got you. Take care."
Well, once they got them on your roof,
Yeah,
they don't care.
mission accomplished.
But see, now solar salesmen, since it's so saturated and people tired of them coming to their door,
Right,
they essentially turned into the new sleazy car salesman. I hate this,
right,
but that's how they're looking at the whole industry now.
right.
When I come to their door and say, hey, you have to clean these things. Have you seen your solar panels? Did you get a bill? When's the last time you cleaned them? Oh, I see pigeons up there. They don't want to hear it. They instantly shut down because they already had the initial bad experience, and they'll just literally 9 times out of 10, and I hear it all the time. I just was in Beverly Hills today cleaning a client I haven't cleaned in 4 years. He said, "Oh, PJ, I totally forgot about it because the rain's been doing it." And I said, "Well, what did the rain do?" When you clean anything, your teeth.
Residue.
Well, the rain's not clean water anyway.
Right. It's still residue. What are you talking about?
So I tell them when you clean anything, your teeth, your dishes, your
But
body.
look, you can say it rains on your car. Is your car clean? Your car.
So the car wash is busy the first 2 days after the rain. Literally, that's when they make all their money. The first 2 days after the rain.
Right.
So, but going back to what I was saying, I want people to understand this, so maybe it'll get in their head a little bit better. Anytime you clean anything, you brushing your teeth, body, scrubbing your car, brushing your dish, clean your dishes. Anything that you clean, you have to what? You have to scrub.
Right.
So I want people to get out of their head about rain because that's a big detriment to my business because that's why a lot of people don't do it. They think really, really think the rain does it. And I'm like, who scrubbed it?
No.
That's my question to them is who scrubbed it?
Right.
You
It's one
gotta
of those things where you have to kind of sometimes make it break it down to atoms and cents. You know what I'm saying? To like, yeah, no, that's not the way that's gonna go. You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
I basically tell them, look, when you go solar, the average person saves 150 to 200, but it's more so 200. That
Mhm.
everybody, right? You
Right.
get the instant saving for having solar because your bill is less, it's locked in. So you're supposed to take a little bit of that money, 10, 15, maybe 20 bucks a month, put it aside. So at the end of the year, when it's time to have your solar panels cleaned, you got the money.
Right.
It didn't even hurt you, but 20, what's 20 bucks a month? So
Right.
when people tell me, oh, I can't afford to do it, it's like, I know you got solar and I know you're saving money and you're
Right.
required. The only thing you're supposed to do is clean them once a year so that way they can work.
Right.
I
Because I
tell
can
them,
tell you
look,
when you don't have them, you get them $2,000 light bills, you be looking like, ah,
that's what's happening to people. That's what's happening to people. I see them online all day complaining about having these bills, even though they got solar. I tell them,
yeah,
have you ever cleaned them?
yeah. So then it's like a double whammy. Then they feel smacked in the face. Then they start questioning, man, is these even working? What's the point? Yeah, it's because of the maintenance. Yeah.
So I tell my customers because it's about to be 8 years, like I told you. I'll give you a free cleaning if you can name one thing in the world that's maintenance free.
Right. You ain't even maintenance free.
Nothing is maintenance free. So why would you think your solar panels are?
Right.
You know, it's
Right.
just no, it just goes
Yeah.
over most people's head. As soon as they get it, they forget about it. Out of sight, out of mind.
Right.
Yo,
That's what it is too. Because it's up, they're not seeing it every day. And then they don't think about the impact of it until they get that bill. Then they be over here about to fall out. Just die.
so
Yeah.
now it just defeats the purpose. Now you got this big Edison bill that you got to pay off, and you know,
And you're still paying on the solar panels, most likely. So then you're feeling like a double-edged sword. Yeah,
all from not cleaning them.
exactly. And then it can make such a huge difference. So what do you suggest cleaning wise? You said once or twice a year?
Yeah, so if you're not in a metropolitan area, you can probably get away with once a year. If you have a
But even
heavy
out
rain,
here, I mean, but it's a lot of dirt. Like we're in the desert, so there's still, you
the
know,
problem, the people who needs to do it twice a year, San Diego, Orange County, LA County, Riverside, San Bernardino, depending on where you're at. I would say right before right.
Palm Springs. You're in the desert. Palm Springs.
Well, you know what? They got to actually clean theirs twice a year because I have a lot of clients all over Coachella Valley over there, and they
Right.
got that soft sand. You
I
see it,
was gonna say I wouldn't be surprised if it's 3 times every quarter.
man. I would suggest it. It's
Yeah.
cheaper than the $2,000 bill paying. You
Yeah.
can get three
Just
clean.
because there is such a lot of dirt and it's a lot of heat out there, you know what I'm saying?
I
So
think that the main issue is the people in LA. If you guys go check out my videos, you'll see me hand swipe. When it's black, that's not dirt. That's black. That's smog and pollution. So that's why I was wiping and show people. I'm trying to get them that big impact of seeing black. Like dirt ain't black. Dirt is brown.
right. I didn't think about the smog. That too.
Nobody thinks about it. Nobody
And now, what about since these fires?
all
Wow.
that ash. I don't want to really promote because there's so many people that's going through still trauma on that.
Right, right, right.
At the fires in the summer, I put out a video showing, hey, I'm gonna help people. I'm gonna give you the lowest discount, and I got a lot of flack because I guess they wanted me to do it for free or something. I'm like, I can help the best I can, but I still got to pay my guys and
Right. You still got
shoot
to
my.
work. Trust me, it's not, it's, yeah, no, not no. It's still a business. It's still a service, but it is something that you need to definitely take. Look at this. So look at this point. If your house is burned down, you ain't got no solar panels, no way. But those who have standing homes, first of all, let's be grateful for that. Secondly, just do the maintenance to make it easier for yourself, really and truly, because you know by no shadow of a doubt the type of smoke realm that went out into the atmosphere. People were having trouble breathing, so you can only imagine what the solar panels look like.
Every morning, the precipitation is what makes the panel so bad because you already have that smog and pollution that nobody's realizing.
Right, and then you just got
Like,
more heaviness of stuff
so
falling out.
every morning, it's coming and landing on the panels, and then it dries during the day. So now they got a layer baked
It was
on
caked on. Yeah,
every day,
yeah.
every day,
And the
and
sun,
rain
and
can't
the
get that
sun is
off.
hot.
Rain cannot get that off because nobody scrubbed it.
Right, right.
We just did a bird proofing in Corona, a big system. The guy watches my video. He didn't have a bird problem. It was barely starting. There was no poop. We didn't have to do no poop cleanup. But he wanted to be proactive because he's seen all my videos of all the nasty homes, how bad the roof is and underneath and all that poop that falls down. It's really disgusting. So
Right.
he's like, screw that. I want to just go ahead since I
You
can.
did the cure before the prevention. The prevention before the cure. You know.
Yeah. And we
Yeah.
were talking to his neighbor. He got 54 panels on his home. That's a big system. He was
Ooh.
like, yeah, I just got a $2,800 bill. I was like, $2,800? He's like, yeah. I was like, how long have you had your panels? He said, 2, 3 years. He said, you've never cleaned them? You know what he told me?
Never cleaned them.
The rain. You let the rain do it.
Wow.
That's what I always hear.
Oh.
It
That's
blows.
why he got a $2,800 bill.
That's why he got a 20. So we cleaned his panels. I gave him a little discount because he was already there. He was doing his neighbor house, but we cleaned his panels because he was like, I already know. It's just, I know that this should have been cleaned. I said, you can hire me 4 times a year and still pay a third of
Mhm.
that bill.
Right.
And by hiring me that many times, I guarantee you won't get a bill.
Like
Your
that.
family's gonna be working at your efficiency. You won't.
Wow.
No.
Wow. Man, Deshaun, I appreciate you, bro. I want you already. I think you gave our listeners your social media, your website. Very informative. Man, I appreciate it. I knew this was going to be a good contextual conversation because of what you're doing and the type of service you're offering and the regions that we're in. Is just a no-brainer, right? So I really hope that people take heed to what you've been talking about. Definitely, the good thing is this will be available for playback as feeding on Facebook. We'll share it. It'll be on our podcast platform, so it'll be accessible to be heard on your favorite podcast platforms. And so I just want to thank you, man, for taking the time and educating our audience, giving people some insight, letting them know the safety measurements that they can take in such a big investment. Your home is a very, very vital piece of your day-to-day life. Do the things necessarily help to keep it protected. And I appreciate you, man. I applaud you because you get up there doing some things that most people will never ever be able to get up there and do themselves. So that's even more reason why I suggest you contact PJ Solar, get it done, and get it done right.
I appreciate you.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you, sir. And I look forward to seeing you. Hopefully, you're gonna make it down to one of these shows, bro.
Yes.
You
I'm a,
represented though. You represented. We got you on full display. Every screen, they're getting to see and hear about your business.
I'm
And
representing. I got my logo up there. I'm there in spirit. So I'm
yeah,
representing.
got your ad up, so they get to see this. They get to see this wonderful ad every time, right? So
Beautiful. That was
y'all see how
beautiful.
clean them panels look, boy.
Beautiful.
They be sparkling. So
Mark,
yeah, man. So pjsolar.co. Make sure y'all connect to him.
thank you, love.
Thank you, sweetie. We'll talk soon.
All right.
Later. You're listening to the LouddMouth Radio Network.
Here at Wonderland Learning Center, we're located at 288 East Main Street in San Jacinto. We provide a safe and secure learning environment. We are now enrolling 2 to 5-year-olds with our preschool curriculum. We offer before and after school care. Breakfast, lunch, and snacks are provided. We accept all programs. We are open Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Our website is wonderlandlearningcenter.com.
Save the date, April 1st through the 6th, 2025. Save the date, April 1st through the 6th, 2025. Sonny's LouddMouth Comedy presents For the Love of Comedy Spring Comedy Festival is happening right in the Temecula Valley area. We're talking about 6 days, over 10 plus shows, over 30 plus comedians. Woo, I need you to be prepared and be ready. So guess what? I need you to bookmark this website, LouddMouthComedyFestival.com. This is with a comedy lineup, all the announcements, schedule, all the great things that's going on, from networking events, cocktail kickoff, multiple comedy shows. Even we'll have something for the family. I cannot wait for you guys to participate. So I need you to make sure you mark the dates, April 1st through the 6th. Hold the website, LouddMouthComedyFestival.com, and be prepared. More announcements coming soon. All right, y'all. Ciao. Performing comedy is like creating magic. To hear the room explode with laughter is priceless. And to produce comedy is like having a glass of Stella Rosa, the ability to have others wind down with laughter. With LouddMouth Comedy, it isn't just about me, Sonny. It's also the many hardworking comedians that are dedicated to writing and performing night after night, stage after stage, displaying their talents to the world, and we all do it for the love of comedy. Sometimes you have to remember to relax and savor the moment, one sip at a time. Cheers. Here's to 13 years of LouddMouth Comedy.
Hello, my name is Takasha Smith. I'm the owner of Takasha's Kitchen, based out of Menifee in the Southern California area. As a chef and caterer, I provide private cooking classes, couples dinners, and private parties. As a female pitmaster, I am able to create a personalized experience for your family reunion gatherings. I create menus based on my clients' needs to have a more personal vibe. You can find Takasha's Kitchen on all social media networks such as Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and my YouTube channel at Takasha's Kitchen. And that's spelled TACASHAS Kitchen, KITCHEN.
You're listening to the LouddMouth Radio Network.